That's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Sonic Views and now it's the movie Queer with the tagline I'm not queer, I'm disembodied. This movie was with Daniel Craig, not Daniel Radcliffe. It also plays in the 1950s. Yeah, so that's basically it. So let's start with the movie, shall we? We see Lee, played by, uh, well, Craig, Daniel Craig. Um, and we see him from the chest up, he's a bit, leaning, So we see this part basically. And he then says, "You're not queer." And then we get to see, the other person that he's talking to for a second. Then, Lee talks further while he's, lighting a cigarette. The other one takes a sip from a bottle of, is the bottle of Coke? I don't know. But I assume it is because, it is that kind of a brownish color, so I'm going on a limb and say it's cola that he's drinking. Lee looks at the guy's necklace and it's, the Star of David. And then he starts to make a comment. The guy, covers it up. And then Lee starts to tell a story about what was it? A friend who lived in Oklahoma, who is a gay Jew. Okay. And then at the end, he made a joke, but the other guy was not really laughing. So, Lee just took a sip of his own drink. But we also can leave it at that, because if you don't know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. At first the movie was, was alright, but it became rather okay, I actually didn't even know what we were building up to, so I had to read a bit of a synopsis, on IMDb, and then okay, now I get it. Also, the stupid thing is, when I read it, in Dutch, I didn't understand it, even though that's my own fucking language. And then I read it, in English, and I thought, oh yeah, now I get it. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with me, but I'm kind of losing my own language. Looks like. Back to the movie. There was a scene where Lee ordered some absinthe, and I'm familiar with absinthe because I have 2 videos on my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I try absinthe. So go watch those videos. Absinthe is strong. I don't know how strong it is in 1950 or in the 50s, but I assume it's kind of the same strength, and the percentage is high. Yeah, well, that depends also on which one you have, but it's definitely one of the normal strongest drinks. And in my opinion, not that tasty. Yeah, it's kind of anise slash licorice kind of flavor. Even though I'm a fan of drop shot, which is a Dutch uh, licorice liquor, and that tastes like actual black licorice, and that's fucking delicious. Um, and I like normal black licorice too, and Dutch black licorice. But I don't like absinthe. I absolutely don't like absinthe. I still have absinthe here in my fridge, um, and I still have to drink, more than half of the bottle because I don't like it. But it's cannabis infused absinthe. You know, I have here also a bottle of cannabis infused vodka that I've already drunk from Euphoria. So go watch those videos from me on my second channel. But yeah, he ordered a glass of absinthe and he just in one go, just just back over just at once, just dude, that's jeez. But hey, I'm not a drinker, so I don't really like whiskey too or bourbon or whatever, So I keep it at a beer, a normal beer, not a light beer. Ugh. Um, but yeah, so maybe it was a bit more easy for him, but Jesus Christ, to just in one go and rip a glass of absinthe. No, thank you. Um, there was also later a scene where I don't know what they took, but it, out of the mouth came a kind of a fleshy sack. Just they were bending, they were bending over, and the flesh sack was hanging out of the mouth. It was big, it looked a bit like what a camel can do, A camel can cough up its liver or stomach or something like that. That looked a bit, not really like that, but it just out of the mouth like that, and then it popped, and something fell on the ground, and it was a beating heart. So they basically coughed up their hearts, but I think they were, hallucinating. So obviously that didn't happen in real life, but their real life. But jeez, but very nicely done, I like how they made that because it blended in very well with the people and the surroundings. Yeah, I'm also gonna leave it at that. This movie gets a 3 out of 5. The movie was okay. But go watch it yourself. Leave likes, recommend a good Daniel Craig movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, comment on Discord, and I'll see you guys later for Squid Game season 1 episode 4 that I didn't drop yesterday. Yes, episode 4. And also later you get a short film from Alter. Now I'm familiar with Alter. I've seen The Smiling Man and I've seen Cookie. So I'm familiar with them. But let's watch them. Let's watch a short film from them. I don't know which one I'm gonna watch. I have to look for that, but it's gonna probably be a good one. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see you guys later. Or otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for. well, definitely episode 5 of Squid Game, but I don't know which movie, so well, we'll see it tomorrow. That's it, and we're gonna leave it at that and see you guys tomorrow, otherwise later. Bye.